Hi, welcome to my podcast, A Happy Hacker with Ambition. Today is Wednesday and this is my second attempt at recording because I just listened back to what I'd already filed for you guys. I was really chuffed with it because I was chatting away. It's a beautiful day. I was telling you about how it had gone with Carrie, the dentist, and how much I'd enjoyed that and how well Indy had done and the sedation that we'd tried, and really chuffed, and how pleased Carrie was with Iki. And I'm wearing, and I don't really know why I'm wearing my overall trousers, my waterproof trousers, and my phone was in my pocket. And I just went back and listened to it, and all you can hear is the rustling, even though I have my mic on, of my trousers rustling in the background, and me sort of talking, yakking away in the background. So I cannot possibly use that, which is sad. So what I'm now going to go and do is I've started a game. So you're now in my other pocket. Hopefully there are no little glitches about that, but also it's so mild. I'm actually going to take my waterproof over trousers off, so I'm actually just walking back now to the yard because I was poo picking. So I'm now going to do that, hoping that only the plane above me, which you can hear, can listen to me, and there's probably somebody looking out going, what is that woman doing down there? And which strikes me as really weird at how well you can see from planes. So that's what the rustling is at the moment, and me as usual sniffing. But gosh, hasn't it been mild? Aren't we lucky? I know the ponies are like, it's really weird, it's December, but we do get these little snaps now and again. I've been looking back over my pictures over the years, and I have seen the girls out sometimes without any rugs on, so it's really good. I'm just going to have to stop it for a minute because somebody wants to talk to me, and I will come straight back to you guys. Hi, welcome back, part 2. So, disposed of the over trousers, the waterproof, beautiful over trousers, which I don't need. Taken off my jacket as well, which I also don't need because the sun is streaming down, and I'm now in Laurasfield, and I feel really guilty because this is the first time this week that I have done any poo picking for Laura, and she's on nights as ever. And I'm meant to be helping her, and I haven't actually done that because I have been later getting up. Well, not later getting up, but I have been helping and waiting and making sure that Michael, my husband, is up and okay. So I've been a bit too late, and I've worked both Monday and Tuesday this week. Not terribly long on Monday, but longer on Tuesday to catch up with what I didn't get done on Monday. So here we are. As I said before, it's Wednesday, and as I said in my intro, it's such a shame because I am so pleased. Carrie was really pleased with Eek. She even wrote down how brilliant Eek's teeth were on her sheet that we keep as a record of everything, the work that Carrie has done, what she wants to do in future, whether there are any issues. This is why, it's so good to have a proper qualified, and I can't emphasize the fact that you need to have somebody who is qualified to do dentistry on your horse's teeth. They study for this, just teeth, and specifically for it. Carrie had to do her exams. She is based down in Newmarket. She works with a very well-known expert and also vet in Newmarket, as well as carrying on her own business. So it's really interesting. So Carrie did that and was really pleased. So what I have to do with Eek, more in the summer than in the winter, because when we move to the winter grass, the grass for the majority of the time here is really long, whereas in the summer they're always nibbling it down. Well, they're always nibbling it down here as well, but we come on to much longer grass onto the hay fields because they've had a rest after the hay has come. And it's always like, are we going to do another cut or are we going to leave it? And this year the decision was to leave it. So they've come on nice grass, nice long grass. And she has, that's Blueberry, I don't know what Blueberry's barking at. Blaze the donkey is, I don't know what she's chewing. She's chewing something, or he's chewing something. So yeah, so she was really pleased. And so what I do is I have to brush between her front teeth because food and grass gets caught there and underneath at the back. So as we would do like with a flossing or something like that, that's kind of like really what I am actually doing. Obviously you can't put your hand in the horse's mouth right at the back to get all the real teeth, which is where all the business work is done, because one, that would be dangerous, and two, you could be doing something wrong. Why do I never bring the wheelbarrow with me when I go poo picking? I go walking around picking up the poo and then go, where's the wheelbarrow? And then look back and think it's over here. But I suppose I'm getting twice as many steps in, so I'm going to use it like that. I'm going to say that's why I do it. Hector is right down at the bottom in the shade. Can't believe that. It's a beautiful sunny day. I don't know why it's standing in the shade. Bally and Donny gently grazing. Bally is nearly fully, well, in her high trace clip. So what Laura said was I'd have a little go and do it in stages. She was amazing, Bally. Obviously a little bit unsure, but she trusts people, and she just thought, well, you can see it in her face. Well, if she says it's all right, I'll do it. So we did a little bit now and again. So she nearly clipped. Laura's just got to finish doing around her head, but we've left it a couple of days because obviously she's had teeth done. The exciting news about Bally is that Laura was lunging her and said, shall we see now? This was after, not the same day, but a day or two afterwards. She said, shall we see if Bally can jump? Which is always that like, oh, can she jump? And put her on the lunge. She was lunging around, and I put little pole up, and Bally took it like a trotting pole. So I thought, yeah, I think she could jump. Wasn't tall phased for it. Put the jump up a little bit high. It's not very high now. Put that up, and she jumped it really nicely. Put it up a little bit more, not much, and she jumped it. And Laura, light was fading. Laura and I went, oh, that's brilliant. And Laura was talking to me, and I'd filmed it, and she said, oh, and Bally took her round again and jumped it again. So, yep, she likes her jumping. Ears forward, really enjoyed it. That is such a nice thing to see. So we did that. We also had a look at saddles. Now, for me, I do this a lot because I like to try and see if I can get my eye in. Obviously, we have a qualified saddle fitter check everything, but I do like to have a little check, see if my eye is right, and take it from there. And although Bally looks wide, it's always worth remembering, and this is what happened when I did my training course. You look at a horse and you can really make the wrong assumption, and you can say, oh, that horse is really wide, and she's not. She's no wider than anybody else, and actually when we put the saddle on, fits beautifully. It looks gorgeous. It looks really balanced. It's the right length. This is 17-inch, and it's just amazing. So I was really chuffed with that. I looked at Eeks the other day as well. Eek rarely changes with her saddle. because we try and ride her all year round, and because she keeps her weight, I try and keep them, you know, she tends to get grass belly rather than putting any weight anywhere else. So I had a look at that, and that looked quite good as well. I was quite pleased with the balance on that. It's all about balance and fit, and not being too wide, not being too narrow, and you know what you're going to do. I mean, when I started riding back in the day, and I'm sure I've said this before, in the winter you had a thick sheepskin numner that you put on when you took your horse out, and in the summer you just had a thin cotton numner, and that was that, because you knew that the saddle width and your horse would change shape, so that's what you would do. So obviously we've learnt a lot more since then, and you can go on and you can watch. There's loads of stuff. The Society of Master Saddlers on YouTube have got loads of little bits. It's also coming up on Facebook. It's worth following them on Facebook just to get like bite-sized snippets of information about what to look for with your saddle. And it's really interesting. It's definitely worth it. There's also free information on the World Horse Welfare website about saddle fit, which is also really good and worth. You can download that for free, so you can take that with you when you're going. You can turn the electric fence off because I don't really want to. I'm in with poor old Spike. We've had to put Spike in a little bit on his own because he's still lame, and Laura's like really sad about it. We don't know now. He's been lame for a little while, waiting to hear back from the vet. We've been waiting. Just going to say that again. We are waiting to hear back from the vet about what we can do. And this morning he's had a little bit of bute. He's in a little section on his own, so he doesn't go hooling around. Hiya, Blaze. That's a donkey. And you know, he seems happy in himself. And if you'd seen him frolicking about the other day, but the whole point is he's not come sound. And normally he's lame for a day, maybe 2 days, and then he's sound, and he has not come sound this time. So we need to find out what the next option is. And obviously, because Laura went to Newmarket with him, that's a hell of a lot of her insurance money gone already, and you only have a year for each claim. And if anything is related, oh, he's not eating it. Why isn't he eating it? Excuse me, that's horrible. Spiky? Perhaps. Come on, babes. Let's see if I can make him eat this. Come on, why didn't you want this? Oh, I think you've got something in it. It's got mint in it as well. What the hell was that? Made me jump. Good boy. Go on, just take a little bit. Oh, there's a good boy. Who's a good fella? You're so gorgeous. You're so gorgeous, aren't you? Yeah. Good lad. Right, so he's eating some more of that. That's good. Rather than spread it out on the grass, which I don't want him to. He's not happy. I think he's going, I think that had something in it. Yeah, it had some bute. I might go and check the bucket out again now. Now she's cleared it. So, yeah, so poor old Mike, as I said, we're waiting to hear what the vet's saying. Apparently he's contacted Newmarket to talk to them, but that was a few days ago, so we haven't heard anything back. So there you go. We will wait and see. I am doing, what am I doing this week? Oh yes, so of course Laura and I are off. Oh, we've been waiting for this so long. It seems really wrong to wish, kind of like wishing your life away, but we were waiting and we have got tickets to the London International Horse Show, which normally is done at Olympia, but this year is being done at the London Excel Centre because Olympia is being refurbished. Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm sniffing away as usual. And off we go to Olympia. Now, Laura and I love going to Olympia. Obviously, couldn't go last year. It got cancelled. Deep depression from everybody. And then we bought our tickets as soon as we could. Or I say we bought tickets. Laura bought tickets. I buy the hotel. I pay for the food and the accommodation and the transport. So it works out. Because Laura always buys fabulous tickets. She always gets amazing tickets. She doesn't scrimp on that. So that's why we are, originally we were going to go down by train and I booked us first class tickets. But then we looked at the timing of the trains and everything, and it's just, we can't do it. It takes 4.5 hours by train and it takes 2.5 hours by car. So we're going to, even with the low emission that I would have to pay for my truck, it's still cheaper, which is ridiculous. So we're going to go by car. It gives us that, for Laura I think it's better as well, because Laura can drive my car. She's insured to drive my car, and she will be driving because she gets car sick, she gets travel sick. So just for a train, we think, it takes all the worry out of where we're going to get to the right place, where we're going to park, but actually it just takes it out of that, and it makes it much more pleasant for her. So that's what we're going to do. Oh gosh, I'm sniffing. Don't know why. What is Blaze up to? Blaze is the donkey next door. Sometimes you hear him. Oh, he's having a scratch. That's what he's doing. Yeah, so off we go. But before we do that, at 8 o'clock, Jessie is coming, and we've got Farrier coming to do the feet. So we need to know what's happening with Spike, because if he's going to have some treatment, he may have to have his very expensive shoes taken off. And there's a bit of a discussion going on about his shoes, because do we need them on or do we not need them on? Because he's no better with them on in the time he's had them on. But then again, it's expensive. We don't know. So we don't know what's going to happen with that. Indy is due to be trimmed and shoes redone. I'm going to talk to Jessie about that, because it is only 3.5 weeks ago since she was done. Tia was done at that stage. Eek is going to be done as well. Eek needs a foot trim because she is without shoes at the moment. She's not barefoot. She is just unshod. Oh, it drives me insane. So she's unshod at the moment, mainly because she always this time of year pulls shoes off all the time, and poor old Jessie, he spends his life coming back now, putting shoes back on her, and it doesn't do her feet any good. So Jessie suggested we try her, give her a bit of a break from the shoes. We don't go out on the roads, so seems quite a good idea, and she seems to be handling, touching my head at this moment as I say it, really well. She seems even a little bit more sure-footed. I said that as I lunched her the other day, and she nearly fell over. I went, oh, that's really clever. But then Eek falls over her own feet. So we've got that, and then we get in the car, and then we go straight off to Olympia, and then we're staying not too far away from the Excel, walking distance, but we can't check in until 3 o'clock. So we will go shopping first, obviously, because, that's what you do when you go to Olympia, or the London International Horse Show as it's called. So it's going to be great fun. So that's what we will be up to. And then we can check in at 3. We'll go back to the car, get our bags and check in, probably have something to eat, and then go back for the evening performance, which starts at 6 o'clock. And as I said, Laura always gets us the most amazing tickets, and we have a champagne reception as well, which is like, woohoo! Really, really pleased with that. And I've just knocked some poo out of the wheelbarrow. That's not clever. Always do it as I go underneath the electric fencing. Always think I can manage to get a bigger pile in the wheelbarrow than I actually can. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. I can't tell you how excited we are. And then we will watch the Prix-Sens, which I love. I just love. I love the musical ride as well. Shetland Grand National is really good fun to sit and cheer. And the last time that we went, which was December 2019, they had, as part of their finale, they had on the big screen, and I filmed it. And I suppose it was only because of where I work that I was doing it. It was just after the election, and they had Shetland pony that looked like Boris Johnson, and they had him talking, and it was really funny. And I was like, I'm really shocked at this. How can they get away with this? And I sent it to my colleagues, and they laughed at me, and they said, you overthink things. So there you go. Not everybody has to be unbiased. So yeah, that was quite funny. So I am really, really looking forward to it. And then we will be driving back Friday, I think Friday afternoon. I keep thinking there's something in the diary that we have to do. Can't remember what it is. Saturday, I finally get my hair cut. Awesome. I'm sorry, I know this is a horsey podcast, but you know, I'm going to get my hair cut. I can't tell you how exciting that is. I haven't had my hair cut for months and months. I can never get an appointment. So, got my hair appointment on Saturday. Sunday, we're doing barrel racing, Eke and I. And we've been practicing. Laura and I laughed so much at Eke and I practicing. We filmed it and we had such a laugh. And then I discover it's fancy dress. So originally I was going to go as a Terry's chocolate orange, because lots of people get chocolate oranges at Christmas. I don't know why. And it meant, because I've got an orange top and my hat is orange, and I was going to borrow Indy's orange numner for Eke, and I thought, yay, that would be fabulous. That'll be so much fun. And I was going to wear a box and paint it all up and be a Terry's orange. And then I realised, gosh, I've done the poo picking. I'm really pleased. Have I done everybody? I have. Wow. Oh, well done me. Have I really? I can't believe it. Laura must have done some, because that's only a barrel and a bit. I think I have. Goodness me. Just going to check. Sorry, it's a bit of silence whilst it's always good in a podcast to go quiet for a bit, isn't it? Yeah, so, and then I was going to, we've got a selection of rather large boxes. So I was going to put a box on and paint that up and be a Terry's orange chocolate. But then I realised that I wouldn't be able to bend properly when I was competing in my barrel racing. So I thought, well, that doesn't seem right. I thought, I can't bend all the way back. That's going to impede my riding. Not that I am at all competitive. Laura is now laughing at me. But I I just thought, oh no. So immediately went online and thought, I need to find something. And I found a Christmas pudding outfit. So I'm going to be a Christmas pudding, and it's flexible. So I can actually, a flexible Christmas pudding, who knows? So I'm going to do that. So what Eek will think about it, I do not know, but we will see how it goes. I might put it on and walk round near her before we go, because she is a bit spooky as our Eek. Right, let's put the electric fencing back on. Come on, Blue's got to go and do ours now. We've done the little ones. Come on. Come on. Good girl. At least Blueberry's out of the car. She's had a last couple of weeks, she's not coming out of the car, which isn't really good for her, because then she just goes to sleep. She's doing really well with little Evie Cat. Thank you, vets, for suggesting the plug-in pheromone thing for them. Seems to be they're looking at each other, they're giving each other space, but there's no, touching wood, big issues. Still got a clip. We'll be clipping Eek on Friday, I suspect, when we get back, Friday afternoon or Saturday. But I'm sure Laura and Lucy have got lots of things they need to be doing, as it's nearly Christmas. So we'll have to see. I'm going to have to get on with that and just clip her. And then, as I said, Sunday is barrel racing, so it should be good fun. Lucy isn't going at the moment. Oh, I thought Indy got her thing off then. The horses must be going, what is this weather? It is so mild, I can't tell you. It's so warm. I'm going to have to fill up all the water buckets again. There's no need to fight over water, you've got loads. Pixie and Indy, good girl. Lunge you in a minute. And then I'm going to have a lesson with Laura this afternoon, which should be fun. Oh, Indy's covered in shavings. So she obviously did lay down, which I'm really pleased at, because she doesn't always. She's pushing Pixie around. They're funny, these two, but they do get on quite well. Quite pleased with them. It's nice for Indy to have somebody to interact with. Hello, you coming over to me? You are, aren't you? Hello, Gorge. Hello. You want to get in on the act, do you? You're beautiful. You're very hairy and very muddy. You need a good old groom, which you're not that keen about, but we're getting better. Oh, and you're hot as well. Oh, you are hot, love. You're sweating. Sweaty Betty. Better get you clean. Oh, you are. What are you going to be like after I lunge you? Very hot. You've got leaves in your muscle. There you go. She's so good. Yeah, she's a moment. I was looking at all our clips and everything over the year, and there was a couple of them, just me and her going out riding and me filming between her ears and just having a little chat. And I miss those days. I miss hacking her out. But hey, we're nearly there. We're nearly back again. It's really interesting, isn't it? Confidence is so funny. You lose it so quickly over something so minor, and then it takes you months to regain that confidence. And mind you, it was my own fault. I think I was feeding her, and I kept saying, I've said this before on many a podcast. Yes, she's got a great clump of grass in her muzzle that she's eating. Yeah, it was my own fault. I kind of fried her brain. She is a Welsh cross something. I don't really know. I'll have to check her breeding. But, you know, she's hardy. She doesn't need much, just needs to think that she's getting something, but not actually getting it. So it's like in the morning, as I say, the NAF treats are amazing. Break them up into 3. Actually, you can break them up into 4s. And I have discovered, because obviously Pixie is on limited grazing as well. And she gets some in the morning as well, so she doesn't feel like she's not getting missed out. But it's, you know, by the time I've taken Indy's muzzle off and fed her, given her the bowl, they've gone. But it's something in a bowl. Gosh, sorry, I'm sniffing again, but actually what I can smell is, I can smell something really weird. But anyway, we will see. I can hear somebody's doing some work. Have I trodden in some? Yeah, it sounds, let's put it this way, it doesn't smell like horse poo. And we are quite sharp on picking up any dog poo. I can smell it. Oh, please don't tell me I've walked in it. Oh, I have. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. They'll need washing. That's my boots. I wonder where I stepped in next. I just picked up blueberries. Oh, not nice. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. That's why you have to pick your dog poo up, people. And as I said, Laura and I, because it's in the field, we always watch. I always watch where a blueberry is so I can go and pick it up. And Laura's dog wouldn't dream of doing it in the field anyway, but Blueberry does tend to poo in the field. Anyway, it's all about poo, isn't it? It is stunning. I'm just going to describe to you what I can see. You can hear that in the background. That's somebody, one of the farms doing something. I think it's just digging out some of the drainage ditches. And beautiful day, bright blue sky, sun is shining. There's a few clouds over in the distance, but you know, not threatening clouds like we've had. There's a few trees left, a few leaves left on a couple of trees, but only that only. And there's a gentle breeze, and everyone seems really relaxed, and it's just lovely. So I have got a few things. I will update you. I might even put my microphone on when I'm competing as a Christmas pudding on my barrel racing, and we see how that goes. Obviously that will need quite a bit of editing because that's 2 and a bit hours long, and there's lots of fun in that. So yeah, I might take you with me barrel racing and put up a few pictures of us doing the barrel racing on the YouTube page. Anyway, thank you ever so much. On that note, the Happy Hacker with Ambition YouTube page will be hopefully coming to fruition in January 2022. I can't believe 2022. That will be happening, which I can't wait for. Hopefully we will also include on our podcast the a signature tune that I've got sorted out with the help of a very good friend of mine. Going to upload that, and I'll be able to do more on Instagram as well as the Happy Hacker. So it's just obviously a Happy Hacker with ambition. It means something to all us horsey people, but it means a completely different thing to other people at YouTube and at Instagram. So anyway, hopefully that will happen. Thank you. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please like, share, hit that subscription button, which really helps. And I will update you on the next instalment of the barrel racing. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Please comment, like and share.